Hey everyone, and welcome. Today we're going to talk about something really cool, a way to completely reframe your professional life. We're going to look at how you can stop seeing your career as a chore and start treating it like a game you can actually win.
So, does this sound familiar? You're putting in the hours, you're trying to learn new skills, maybe you're aiming for that next big promotion, or even thinking about switching fields altogether. But man, it just feels like an uphill battle. That daily to do list, the constant need to learn, it can feel less like a career and more like a grind.
But what if we could just flip the script on that? Imagine your career path isn't some boring, straight line. Instead, it's a dynamic, exciting game. And you're the main character. You're leveling up, you're collecting new skills, and you're unlocking achievements along the way.
Okay, so every great game needs a rulebook, right? Well, for this career game, our rulebook is a system called Hustle Hacks. It's basically a framework that's built to gamify the whole process of growing and getting better at what you do.
Now, the big idea behind all of this is something called gamification. And no, this doesn't mean you're going to be playing video games at your desk. It's about taking the things that make games so addictive, points, levels, rewards, that feeling of progress, and applying them to your real-world career goals. It's all about making that hard work feel more engaging, more motivating, and honestly, a lot more fun. So, what does the system actually look like? Well, it's built around 138 unique strategies, or as they call them, hacks. And each one is designed like a collectible card, which is a cool way to think about it. You're not just learning, you're acquiring knowledge, one card at a time. And this is where it gets really interesting. Just like in a collectible card game, these hacks have different levels of rarity. You've got your blue base cards. These are the fundamentals everyone should know. Then you've got the purple rare cards, which are more advanced tactics to give you a serious edge. And then you've got the orange Secret Juice Edition. These are the elite, super powerful hacks that can literally change the game for you. And these cards aren't just random tips. They're organized into 5 core skill categories that cover pretty much every part of your professional life. You've got money for financial know-how, mindset for mental toughness, and tech for using tools to get ahead. Flip hacks are all about creating value, and recovery is about managing risk. It's like a complete skill tree for your career, whether you're trying to climb the corporate ladder or build something entirely new for yourself. The whole system gives you a really clear roadmap. You start out as a novice, just learning the basics. Then, as you start using these hacks over and over, you level up to skilled. The expert level is where you start combining different strategies to create some really powerful outcomes. And finally, you reach master, where you're not just playing the game anymore. You're basically inventing new moves. So, you've got the rules, you've got the progression path, but what about the gear? What tools do you actually use to play this game? Well, that brings us to the player's toolkit. The system is really smart about this. It's split into 2 main parts. On one hand, you have the strategy, all the knowledge packed into the Hustle Hacks cards and a Notion master list to keep track of it all. But on the other hand, you have the utility, the Juiced Up companion app. That's the tool you use to actually go out and do this stuff in the real world. Yeah, the app is really your digital command center. It's where theory becomes action. You can literally scan the physical cards to unlock digital content and rewards. It turns your day-to-day work tasks into an interactive game. And of course, it lets you track your progress from novice all the way to master. It's what makes the whole system feel alive. Okay, let's get to the most important part. How does collecting cards and playing a game actually help you get a promotion or, say, switch to a whole new career? Let's break down some real-world examples of how these hacks work. All right, check this out. Here's a great example from the rare tier. It's Hack 103, Network equals net worth. And the tagline is just perfect. Collectors are connections, treat them like gold. So this isn't just about adding random people on LinkedIn, not at all. This is a high-level career strategy. It's about seeing your professional relationships as one of your most valuable assets. When you build real, genuine connections, you start unlocking those hidden job opportunities and getting insights you can't find anywhere else. That is absolutely critical if you're trying to break into a new industry where you don't have the typical resume. Let's grab another one, this time from the tech category. Hack number 28, Content Creator. The advice is so simple but so powerful. Document the journey. And what this is really about is building a personal brand. Instead of just sending out resumes and hoping for the best, you create content that shows what you know and what you're passionate about. This completely flips the script. It makes opportunities come to you. You're proving your value to a new field before you even submit an application. For anyone looking to make a career change, this is a total game changer. And the system also gives you these amazing, clear frameworks for taking action. This one, for example, is a blueprint for anyone who needs to learn new skills for a career transition. Instead of feeling overwhelmed, you just follow the steps. Break the skill down, figure out the most important parts, practice them consistently, get feedback fast, and then, this is key, teach it to someone else. Teaching it is the ultimate way to make sure you've truly mastered it.
So you're collecting the hacks, you're applying them, you're leveling up your skills. But what's the end game here? Where is this all headed? Well, this brings us to the final level, achieving true career mastery.
See, mastery in this game isn't just about collecting all 138 cards. It's about a deep, fundamental shift in your mindset. You go from just reacting to what's happening in your industry to actively predicting what's going to happen next. You start seeing the entire chessboard, not just your next move. And this idea is perfectly captured by one of the ultimate secret Juice cards, Hack 138, the Juice Legacy Protocol. And the tagline says it all: turn flips into generational stacks. We're talking about turning your individual wins into lasting value and impact. This master-level thinking is embodied by tools in the ecosystem like the Oracle AI. It's described as something that can analyze millions of data points to forecast where the market is going. Now, whether that's a literal tool or just a metaphor, the lesson is the same. True mastery is about developing the foresight to see where your industry is headed way before anyone else does. So when you look at it this way, as a game, your career suddenly has a clear path, actionable steps, and a fun way to track your progress. It turns that grind into a challenge you actually want to take on. So the only question left is, what's going to be your first move? What's the first hack you're going to use to start leveling up?